I want to talk about race, or rather what we define as race, which is the grouping of phenotypes. Phenotypes are the visible traits that we carry genetically. There are phenotypes and there are genotypes, and genotypes are the traits that you don't see. One of the progenitors of this was the monk Mendel, Gregor Mendel, I believe, who focused on the pea plant, and he described, or rather, he analyzed generations of pea plants over 8 years, looking at traits of uh, shriveled pea versus the smooth pea versus a green pea versus a yellow pea versus the way that the leaves works, all these different parts of the plant which are visible, which are phenotypes. A plant, a specimen, can carry a phenotype and not show the traits. A white flower could carry the phenotype of a pink flower. And so you say, all these white flowers are white, and all these pink flowers are pink, but the pink flowers carry the trait of the white, and the white flowers carry the trait of the pink. And race is what is used to divide us. I like to look at the Hutu and the Tutsi as a good example, right, of division, because they were one group of people at one point, and then foreigners came and said, no, your group has status, your group is special, we're going to give you an ID card. And that's all it took to plant the seeds of superiority and division, was the idea that one could be better than another, the idea that a bloodline could be better than another bloodline. And really what race is it is a collection of tribes. It is a collection of different ethnical groups. Somebody who is not in my tribe, or even in my collection of tribes, could still display traits of my tribe, because we are all human and we all carry these traits that have been passed down to us over generations, thousands of generations. And when you make a claim like my people this or my people that, it is just a type of superiority. No matter what group of people you belong to, if you do not, I believe, if you do not refer to the collective of our species as humanity, and you decide to differentiate us and create different groups of us, then that is what you have. You have division. This interracial, intertribal, interpeople conflict had its roots in survival. Once upon a time, when we were fighting over resources, when we were fighting over which group of people were more important for their line to live. And now, in many parts of the world, the people who we deem are most important are simply owners of resources, people whose ancestors cornered the flow and controlled the flow from that point on. And they're people managers. They're people who don't really provide any productiveness to the collective humanity, aside for telling people what to do and here's some resources that should never have belonged to them in the first place. It is just the idea that that is just another form of superiority. I have more money than you because I am better than you. When you say it like that, it sounds ridiculous, right? I'm smarter than you, so I'm better than you. But you're smarter than me because you have resources and you can buy yourself education. You can buy yourself intelligence. Other people don't have that choice. Other people simply have to just believe what they're told, what the people above them who they believe are smarter than them. And the more simple you are, the more you will believe in the things that other people say, because that is just how our psychology works. And now I want to step into the mindset of a Israel citizen, someone who hates what a Palestinian is because they're Palestinian, taking into consideration that Christians, Buddhists, Jewish people exist in Palestine. What is a Palestinian? Is a Palestinian somebody who simply just exists within those lines? If you move into Gaza, are you Palestinian? What makes a Palestinian a Palestinian? Is it just somebody who doesn't live in Israel? Because they can't look at somebody and say, well, you're 100% a Palestinian. They have to ask a question. They have to ask if the person is Palestinian or not sometimes. So what makes a Palestinian? Is it the profession? That I am a Palestinian? Is that all it is? And yet something that is so broad without much definition is hated upon and deemed inferior. Is it a belief? Is it the people who exist within lines on a map? Is it a type of culture? What is it that is being hated against, that is being looked upon with disgust? The more questions you ask, the more ridiculous it becomes, because the answers become silly, the answers become petty, uneducated, and founded upon ignorance.